Imagine the center of Western Catholicism. Now strip away the cross and replace it with the eternal flame of Atar. Look at the American Capitol. Picture a reality where civic duty is defined not by individual rights, but by participation in a cosmic war between light and entropy. We inhabit a world of competing, fractured faiths because this alternative timeline was derailed. The global order that almost happened was stopped by a specific strategic error inside an ancient court. History records Zoroaster as a mystic from the Central Asian steppes, but his actual legacy is more technical. He was humanity's first systems engineer of the psyche. This diagram shows the logic nodes he used to build a moral architecture: heaven, hell, free will, and the final judgment. This dualistic system functioned as an operating system, providing a predictable code for human behavior. Eventually, this same architecture was adopted to run beneath nearly every dominant religion in the modern world. This leads to a distinct paradox. The man who designed the world's most successful ideological framework failed to achieve global hegemony. His product was universal, but his deployment was a disaster. Zoroaster's career began in total isolation. He was in exile, hunted by traditional priests whose sacrificial economy he threatened to dismantle. He sought refuge at the court of King Vishtaspa, where he was immediately imprisoned by political rivals. He only gained his freedom after supposedly healing the king's favorite horse. This is the historical pivot. In exchange for safety, Zoroaster accepted the king as his royal patron. It was a strategic downgrade. By becoming a court prophet, he tethered a universal concept to a specific geographic and political boundary. This schematic illustrates the result. As the state religion of Persia, Zoroastrianism shrunk into an ethnic, localized interest. It became the enemy of every other nation rather than their new operating system. But imagine a different strategy. Instead of seeking the king's favor, Zoroaster could have weaponized Vishtaspa's insecurities to launch a borderless network of missionary warriors. In this scenario, the Hellenic world is the first to fall. Before Socrates can establish Western logic, Persian missionaries arrive with a moral symmetry that the chaotic gods of Olympus cannot match. Moving east, they absorb early Indian mysticism. The passive meditation of the era is converted into an active, militarized crusade against cosmic evil. Under this technological Gnosticism, scientific discovery isn't seen as a challenge to faith. It is a religious mandate, the duty to master the laws of light to defeat the darkness. This dualistic system is the ultimate strategic weapon because it eliminates neutrality. It forces a binary choice between absolute order and total chaos. In this timeline, the year 2026 has no nation-states. Persepolis is the solitary capital of a unified human order. This civilization reached Type 1 status centuries ago. Mastering fusion energy was not a policy choice, it was a theological imperative. Morality is now mathematically tracked on a digital Asha blockchain. Corruption or entropic behavior results in an immediate loss of social credit. Mars is colonized by the Magi, using massive orbital mirrors to transform the red desert into light, symbolizing a final victory over the void. We live in a fractured reality because this star-faring theocracy was never built. It was lost because its architect prioritized a king's protection over global ambition. Zoroaster built a system of logic that eventually underpinned all dominant religions. His error was installing it on a single, local Persian server. Power is never found by seeking the protection of an existing establishment. The moment you accept a patron, you accept their boundaries. A truly revolutionary idea must become so vital that the establishment is forced to lose its identity within the new system. Never ask a king for permission. Absolute power recognizes no borders, only horizons.